come Sugar Plum, where we are bold as brass. Cartwheel to our kingdom through the looking glass.
It's weird for me to say, like, the line of work, but I'm not really a festival person. I'm not really built for it. It's quite precious. It turns me into sort of like Liza Minnelli or something, like normal mud or anything. But if it's sunny and everybody's having a good time, then it's brilliant. It doesn't matter. You know, Glastonbury looks beautiful in the sun and everything. But I mean, anywhere can look great when there's like loads of amazing people around having a good time.
You never were a Boy Scout?
I was a Boy Scout. Like the worst one. And like one badge. I can't remember what badge it was. It was the one they gave everybody.
So I'm a festival kind of person. I'm an old hippie, and it's funny. I still have my old. Actually, I don't have it, but for many years I had my Woodstock ticket. Like, we kept it for like 80 gazillion years. I don't know what happened to it. Finally, in the course of moving. What's really interesting is that in America, we've lost the festival mentality. I mean, we still have Coachella, and we have South by Southwest and stuff like that. But it's not like here. I mean, the fact that we've played so many already, and summer's just starting. And if you call this summer, there's a poor damn excuse for something called summer.
I was at, it was like Reading 2008 or something, and I saw Nine Inch Nails, and it blew me away. Like, it was probably one of the best sounding gigs I've heard ever, which is quite unusual because it was a festival, you think it's outside and all this stuff, but somehow, for some reason, they got their stuff together, and like, it just sounded unbelievable, and the visuals were crazy. And Trent Reznor, like, they finished their set with Hurt, but he played it all on the piano on his own, up until the last like 30 seconds when the band like kicked in like so big, and like the lights were like, I was like, oh my god, it was Nirvana.
Neil Young, Glastonbury, a couple of years back, that was pretty spectacular. I watched the video from it. He's rocking out harder than anyone, you know, my age, our age. Just, you know, he's like 60 odd, so it's quite depressing, but at the same time, you know, it's good that you got to see him in his prime. You know, I guess it's not just like a shadow. It's still got it.
Glastonbury 2007. Actually, I played in 2007. It was just me and an acoustic guitar. That was really cool. That was good to play. But then the actual festival was great. I think I went the following year, and Kings of Leon played, and it was like around the third album and everything before they went all dodgy. They were brilliant, you know. It was brilliant. And Jay-Z and all that. I think probably Jay-Z actually, Glastonbury. I think that was a bit of a moment. Yeah.
I really like End of the Road. I went there about 3 years in a row, I think. Just because it's, you know, mainly Americana and country and that kind of stuff, and so, you know, you can see it all in the same place and stuff, and there's other weirdos like me who like that kind of music there, I guess. And it's pretty specific with what music gets played there, so there isn't any intense reggae coming out of everywhere, you know, and dubstep and stuff, so, which is nice. That's my only problem with festivals, just the endless loop of music when you're just trying to sit down and relax.
I think there's not enough festivals that, like, they all seem to just choose like lineups that are like big bands and at the top of the charts, or well, as close as they can get, but they don't really think about getting, you know, good music. Pokey Lafarge, Blind Boy Paxton. Probably wouldn't have heard of them, but check them out.
Glitter Band.
Yeah, Glitter Band.
DJ Pied Piper.
In America, it's not quite as cool as this. In England, though, the festivals are great. I love the fact that people bring their entire families and hang sometimes. And for us as artists, that's amazing, because when I see people who are like 16 and 14 singing "We Are Family" and "Aw," freak out, and "Like a Virgin" and stuff like that, it kills me. It's like, it's pretty, it's weird. It's like, I remember when I was younger, And I started producing artists that were around from when I was a kid, like when I produced Diana Ross, and you know, Mick Jagger and people like that. I used to think, wow, that's weird, man, to be so old. Like, I remember you when I was a kid, and now I'm playing music and I'm looking out at the audience going, oh no. Oh no, they're gonna say, oh, I know that guy from when I was a kid.
That is cool though, that it's like stood the test of time.
Yeah, it stood the test of a really long time. I mean, when I wrote my first Chic song, that was 1977. Wow, that's extraordinary to me. I mean, I met Grace Jones in 1977, and I still see her performing now. She's 63 years old, and she's amazing. We worked at Love Box with her a few weeks ago in London, and she was great. And it was almost like no time had gone by. We were still doing what we do, what we love, and we were doing it with just as much energy and as just as much zeal as when I first started. Well, you'll see. If you see our show, you'll see.
What do you think makes a really great live performance?
I think it's the planned on stage banter, talking kind of thing. Because if you watch American bands, they always, like I remember when I saw Leonard Cohen like 3 times in one summer, and he made exactly the same jokes after exactly every song and stuff, and it was amazing. I laughed every time. But you know, getting a bit of stagecraft into the talking. So I'm just rambling on all the time. The rambling works sometimes, you know, but a mixer of both, prepared and unprepared.
Often you get it with bands where there's like a disconnect between, you know, we're on stage and you're out there. We're not really going to talk to you. We're too cool. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make for a good show. I just think people who trying to be sort of personable, like chat to the crowd as you would chat to your friends, or just chat to someone you just met. You know. Personally, that makes for a good performance. You don't have to have dancers and lights and all that stuff. You know, somebody can hold a really good show on their own on the guitar. You know, it's not about technology. It's not about blah blah. It's good music and good interaction, I think.
It was good today because it was in sort of like a small tent, and it's like there's a really good vibe and stuff. And it started off empty, but then like everyone started piling in and ended up like a really good show.
I told a journalist the other day, and I wasn't being egotistical, I was just being factual. I said, you know, in all of the years that Chic has existed, I can count the bad shows on my hands. And literally, it's 10 bad shows, 10 altogether. This is like years and years and years. And I said, what's going to be weird for me is when we have one, I'm going to go, oh my God, that's 11. Now I can't say I can count the shows on my hands because I'll have to include my toes.